All right. I am feeling back. Feeling like I'm just about over whatever kind of sniffly, coughing, whatever I had going on. For a couple days there, I was not having a ton of fun. And I'm already running low on energy anyway, just from dieting down. So catching a case of the sniffles, not my favorite thing in the world. But now I just got a little bit of a cough left, but waking up feeling fresh. That's something I'm trying not to take for granted now. It's like if you ever have something where it hurts to swallow, and then you're suddenly grateful for that not being the case for the week after. That's kind of what I'm running on here. But this morning, 30 minutes on the seated bike, followed by a damn semi trying to ram into me. Jesus. 30 minutes on the seated bike, followed by 30 minutes on the treadmill. So I'll still do a 30 post-workout tonight. But I was feeling in the groove this morning, so thought doing a little extra would be a bit of a good move. But plan for the lift, I was either going to do legs or shoulders. And I guess if you know how to read, which I would assume you do, I think that's a safe assumption to make for sure. It's shoulders. So it's a little more of a chill day. You're going to give legs a touch more of a break. So honestly, lift-wise, for me, shoulders is chill. Like, I'll go hard, do some, I was about to say lateral raises, do some laying face pulls, some bent over dumbbell laterals, some side laterals of a few varieties. But for me, shoulders are a bit of a strong point, especially relative to my chest and arms. They're kind of, they're about on par with my back. Like when I do a back lat spread or even a back double bi shot, it doesn't make my back look small or anything, or my lats like seem kind of tender or whatever. But arms definitely need some beefing up. So when it comes to what am I going to work on in this next bulking phase, which I might be getting ahead of myself here by even talking about that now. But yeah, shoulders, of course, back burner, not going to be thrashed too often. In terms of my torso, chest and arms, I definitely want to make closer to the forefront of what I've been working on. And I definitely noticed some better tricep gains this last bulking phase than previous, and that was from a training change. So it's not always, I'm not always going to say like, oh, who cares about improving your training? It's all about your effort, your intensity, whatever. No, man, I think changing my my approach with triceps, being a bit more stretch focused, biasing a lot more like squeezing rope sets, plus sorry for the yawns, man. I'm definitely feeling it. Plus like some overhead stuff with extensions and machines and things. I definitely noticed some extra thickness in the long head, aka just like the biggest part of my triceps. So I want to maintain that level of kind of beefiness. But yeah, back is going to get a little bit of time off. So what I mean by that is I'm going to hit chest, arms, legs, the same frequency as normal, twice a week-ish. But back will be the body part that gets some time off. So shit, man, maybe that'll just be a planned rest day. So instead of doing my regular chest, back, arms, legs, repeat, maybe next bulking phase is going to be chest, arms, back, legs, chest, rest, arms, legs, repeat. That sort of loop or something. But that's far into the future. But compared to, compared to even a year ago, definitely 2 years ago, we're coming up on, I would not say final form. Definitely not, that's a little bit too crazy to get into. But definitely on track towards the physique kind of changes that I want to make. And I think that's something that some guys have a little bit of a flawed perception about, because, even about me specifically with the gym, right? How many people are walking around under the presumption that, in my eyes, if you're not jacked, you're a piece of shit. If you're jacked, you're cool, right? Obviously, as a meathead, that's kind of that's probably the case for anybody who doesn't really, you know, watch any of these videos or anything. But when it comes to the working out, like, yeah, it's cool to be in shape. I definitely think that's the case. But that's like somebody who plays guitar saying it's cool to play guitar, right? It's what they're into. It's what they're involved with. Obviously, they're going to think that, you know. But you have to take it as, or not have to, but for me at least, I get to look at it as just a long-term endeavor that I get to work on. You know, it's it may as well be a project. Like, this is my version of my, you know, 1970s Camaro that, you know, me and my grandpa are working on in the garage. We've been doing, you know, new parts and mods all summer. Like, you know, it's just my thing that I get to work on a lot. So if there's drawbacks or things that I want to work on, that's not a penalty. You know, that's not a problem. That's an opportunity where I'm like, all right, I want to work on my biceps. I want to work on my triceps. I want to bring my chest up. You know, I want to have bigger legs. Everybody wants fucking bigger legs. That's for sure. I doubt you're the 1% where you actually have to say, like, not lying to yourself, dude, my legs are too big, man. I got to start working on upper body. Right? That just doesn't happen. But yeah, that's not a problem. You know, if I could flip a switch and suddenly be as jacked as I want to be ever, obviously I'd be tempted. I probably would hit it. But this is reality. It's not this made up freaking fantasy, you know, Gone versus Pito style situation, right? So obviously that's not a feasible activity. But, you know, actually looking at it in reality, working on it's the fun part. You know, who cares? Like, if everybody could flip a switch like that, and being jacked was just like this thing, like, oh, now everybody is, well, then it's not cool anymore, you know? It's like things are given their value based on scarcity, for the most part, right? So, if not a lot of people can make it happen, then usually it ends up being something kind of cool, you know? So that's where if you want to separate yourself from the herd in whatever space that you are interested in and want to be involved in, then, dude, just start doing things that not everybody else does. Start doing your cardio consistently. Start actually tracking your macros. And guess what? You're going to start to see you're going to kind of peel off from the herd. You're going to be the one goose, you know, going a little bit too far forward out of the V formation, you know, and suddenly you're going to start to open your eyes to the reality of things. And what I'm kind of thinking about there is, like, imagine kind of a college group of, you know, whoever, frat style dudes, whatever. 6 of them drinking, sleep, negligible, like, you know, just enough to stay alive, pretty much. Macros, trash, even if they do get some protein. And then the training is lackluster. You know, hopefully that's not any of you guys watching this, but we all know the groups where that's, you know, that's kind of how they operate. If one guy in that group started actually locking in, he got enough sleep, he backed off on the, you know, on the Tuesday night 10-cent tequila days or whatever, and he started actually training legit, like taking control of his stuff, making adjustments. Dude, fast forward a year, who's going to be more jacked, you know? And that's not a, actually, no, that is a rhetorical statement, because we already know the answer to it. So, you know, just look around. If you can tell you've got a little bit more room, you got a little bit more energy to put in, and, you know, nothing's really stopping you. I'm going to be saying this for quite a while, but I'd say download that macro tracker app and get that shit started. Just because this previous year is over doesn't mean there isn't another one coming up to take its place. So the fact that there's only so many that you get to monetize on, or you get to actually operate within, should be enough of a motivating factor to say, all right, shit, I better start making this crap freaking happen. But all that's to say, go hard. So for me, I'm gonna slam some pre-workout, get a bit of cheek tingles because I've got a reasonably empty stomach, so I'm sure I'm gonna be feeling some extra alanine style effects. Get a crazy shoulder pump, check it out, do 30 minutes on the bike, come back home, pass out. The perfect night to a dang lifter's day. But no more talking, let's go make it happen. Game plan: rear delts first, then side delts. And that's actually a little, well, a little bro-ish in terms of my mentality. Because obviously if I'm posing down, all my side delts, the big parts to be really beefy jumping out. Rear delts, they're going to get residually pumped even just from some lateral work. But bench laid out as such, basically any handle. Usually I do a rope, but I'm going to try this kind of a straight lat pull down bar. And it's all just a hold and squeeze. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. 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 Hey. Hey. Okay. All right. A few more of those. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. 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 Okay. Two more. Yeah. 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 Yes. Okay. Oh. 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 Yeah. 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 Okay. So grab some dumbbells next. Get some bent over dumbbell laterals. Let's be respectful with the 40s, not go too crazy heavy. But yeah, man, no need to limit yourself by saying you have to do reverse pec deck or something else. What is a reverse pec deck anyway, right? Here to here, exactly what your rear delt does, or at least one of its functions. Grab a dumbbell of whatever weight. Same shit, man. Now it's a little funkier because this is more of a brutish kind of set, but I don't after doing 4 of those face pulls over there, I don't need to try to go too heavy. Let's just be a little more reasonable. Okay, oh my goodness. I think one more of those, that'll be it. Rear delts are just this close to being cooked. Yeah. 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 lucky for me, no need to go anywhere. Dumbbell laterals a little heavier is going to be movement number 1 for side delts. Halfway done. Let's keep it relaxed. Start with the 50s. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. A few more of those. That's about the sweet spot. Heavy enough to be heavy, but not heavy enough to be danger zone heavy. Very nice. Two more. Same weight, same everything. Okay. One more. Okay. Oh. Let's finish with a slow light set, and then I think we're ready to pose down. Okay. Oh, let's grab some lighting. Something you'll run into if you get big enough. I feel like I'm self-assisting my reps by just doing a lat spread. Now let's pose down. We're done. Not exactly my typical spot. Honestly, the lighting right here is kind of cool. The problem is this is usually in use. You know, you're already a chump if you're lifting right in front of the rack. And then to take up extra space just for the lighting, I mean, do it at your own discretion. How about that? I'm not going to tell you how to live. But let's see how shoulders are looking. And frankly, they feel pretty bulbous. Not that that's really a surprise, but yeah. And this is off of, well, let's just say a low amount of carbs. Yeah, holy shit. This might be the roundest that my shoulders have ever looked. Definitely relative to my arms, for sure. Yeah, holy crap. Might as well have some freaking shoulder pads on. No, goodness. But this is why I'm constantly emphasizing the rear delt, right? Because that's what's making up this whole grounded over. I mean, literally all the way up to back there, you can fucking see it creeping over. Yeah, that's from just sitting, spamming the face pulls, spamming the reverse laterals. Like, I know it's not the most fun thing in the world. Frankly, a set of dumbbell curls honestly feels a little bit cooler. But having rounded over shoulders over the back, that's the give. The take is, sometimes it feels a little bit repetitive. But yeah, usually, and I'm already prone to this, like you can see it right here. Everybody's walking around like this. I'm trying to work on it, so I'm more like here. And having underdeveloped rear delts really just adds to that problem. Because then your chest is tight, your front delts are tight, you're constantly walking around like this. And then we just see the videos where the guys are doing a side chest here without really opening it up. And then not even that, but even if they do open it up, if your side delt is lacking, then you don't have that same freaking width effect that comes along with it. And it fucking feeds into every other pose, man. I mean, rear lat spread, definitely. Woo. Well, that's cool for me. Let's see what else is there. Oh, goodness. Well, shoulders, honestly pumped beyond my level of expectation, which I feel like for me is kind of a freaking rarity, but in no way is that to be taken as a as a freaking complaint. But we're getting lean. We are most certainly getting lean. So to maintain that leanness momentum, I gotta go camp out in the seat of bike and pedal. And unfortunately, I totally screwed myself because I instantly watched all 3 episodes of Invincible at home, sitting around doing nothing, when I should have saved those episodes to watch on the cardio bike, because it would have made the time pass by infinitely freaking quicker. And I did the same thing with Severance, which frankly I think is up there, at least currently, as an S-tier TV show. I'd honestly kind of put it into a little bit more cinematography level of well, I'm trying to say I'd compare it to like movies in terms of its overall quality, but that's not lifting related, so whatever. But for you, let's get in the car. For me, I'm gonna go build up a bit more of a sweat. Good lift. All right, so I'm not really keeping up with it too closely. 97% sure the Eagles are whooping though. And that kind of that gave me a little bit of inspiration, right? The title only just came up with only oh my goodness, only just bubbled up into my mind just now. SuperBowlder shoulders, and I am happy to be able to say that that's not an extreme exaggeration. All right, we're maybe 50% to Marcus Rule size. Those are a little bit more like basketballs, but come on, let's have some reasonable expectations here. You know, so I'll be happy with where I'm at for now. But don't worry, this yeah, shit, I guess I'm doing a summer bulk. Well, either way, the 280 barrier is well, let's just say it's gonna get shattered like a goddamn china set up against a gosh darn bucking bull, if you know what I'm saying. We're gonna get heavy, but before we get heavy, we're gonna keep on getting light. So post-workout meal, slim, very slim. Macro wise, not a lot left in the tank. Got 90 grams of protein and really not much else. So you know what the plan's gonna be. I'm talking egg whites, chopped vegetables mixed in, and then well, that's pretty much gonna be it. You know, that and some freaking Crystal Light. But that's cool. And honestly, a big ass bowl of egg whites it's pretty filling. You know, it's that's a little bit of a trick I've kind of been, well, obviously not now, because I mean really there's no other way to do it than just be locked in at this point. But if you're fiending for something, you want some grub, go for the protein first, right? And what I mean by that is, like, if you're actually hungry, you can tell you're itching, you're getting ready to just grab some kind of sweet right out of the closet, right out of the cupboard. You're getting ready to grab that Ben & Jerry's tub, which has been teasing at you in the freezer. Try to hold back. Try to hold it back. And that's where having some cooked protein already ready, wherever, you know, in your fridge or whatever, will help. Because that's a very easy curb to your hunger. All right, dude, I'm starving right now. I got to eat something. Give yourself a damn pound of lean ground beef, or a half pound of ground beef, you know, 50 grams of protein worth, or whatever you're aiming for. Throw that into a bowl, get a little fancy with it, add some fat-free cheese, add some steamed broccoli or whatever else if you can manage to fight your urge to just grub on something instantly, and you know, take a couple minutes to prep that, and then slam that bowl of food, by the time that that's gone, you should be a whole different guy. You should be a whole different dude now, because you got a stomach full of at least something. So you're going to be better off hitting that protein goal quicker than you would be totally overshooting your carbs and fats than you would have liked. So, little Sam dieting tip for the night. Slam some protein first, and then, you know, see how you feel about going crazy onto some freaking, you know, treats or whatever. But I think that's all I got to say, man. Busy day planned tomorrow, but I think we'll just talk about that then. So, nasty shoulder pump. I'm ready for bed. So, I will see you tomorrow. Ugh.